Hello and welcome to Viewpoint. I'm Valery Solohoub. On March 22nd, Russian court found Ukrainian pilot Nadiya Savchenko guilty on all counts and sentenced her to 22 years in prison. Joining me now to discuss the verdict is the chairman of human rights organization Ukrainian Helsinki Union, Mr. Oleksandr Pavlichenko. Mr. Pavlichenko, welcome back to Viewpoint.
Hello to everybody.
Mr. Pavlichenko, so can you tell us what is your take on the verdict which was delivered in Nadiya Savchenko's case?
We have to call it so-called verdict because it has no purely legal grounds and it should be for sure cancelled. And the view expressed by the political leaders from different countries just prove this opinion as well. And to my opinion, the total lack of judiciary just prove this verdict, and it doesn't matter 22 or 32 or 12 years imprisonment should be in this verdict. It just unjust solution of Russian court, and we have to see what will happen in the future with Nadiya Savchenko and on further judicial proceedings, because different international institutions such as European Court for Human Rights might be involved, but it should be exhausted all domestic remedies. I mean this cassation, in our case it's cassation procedure in Russia. So Nadiya Savchenko should be agreed to go further and to defend herself from this unjust verdict.
Yeah, but Mr. Pavlichenko, I think she made it very clearly she's not going to appeal.
Yeah.
So there'll be no case in the European Court of Human Rights?
We will see, because we have the rules and we have the exemptions, and we will see what will happen in this case.
So, Mr. Pavlichenko, there was a lot of pressure on Russia, both from Ukraine and international community, to let Nadiya Savchenko go. But still, the court delivered the guilty verdict and sentenced her to 22 years of prison. In your opinion, what kind of message does Putin send to the whole world with this verdict?
For sure that it's just the demonstration of the position that we will do what we will do. So we don't see other reasonable messages from outside of the world, and we go further, we are strong, and we will just prove our force. It doesn't matter, are we right or we mistake ourselves. And in this case, I see that the Russia has not in the right position, and it opposite to other world. I mean, democratic world with the democratic values, and this proves only that the development of the Russia in today's situation is not in the wrong, in the right direction.
On the day when the verdict was delivered by the Russian court, Ukrainian President Petro Poroshenko said that he is ready to exchange the Russian FSB, Special Forces agents, officers who are currently detained in Ukraine, who are currently on trial in Ukraine for participating in the war in eastern Ukraine for Nadiya Savchenko. Do you think Russian President Vladimir Putin will go for it?
It's difficult to provide what will happen in the future. I think that some agreements were discussed. And we will see how it will go on. Probably we have even the legal opportunity to send sentenced persons to other countries, and it might be used in the future. So
by other countries, you mean third countries?
No, it's not third country. It's exchange. For example, the
so basically exchange of prisoners.
Yeah, exchange. Yes, and just to it might be the.
But basically, this is all up to one person to decide.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's not the Ukrainian side who is
well,
the
because the
main
Ukrainian side
actor,
already
yeah.
offered to exchange the prisoners.
Yeah, and it might be a good solution for sure. And
one of the experts yesterday, when commenting on this very same question, said that Russian president might want to wait until the elections in the US take place to see what is the overall situation, geopolitical situation. Would you agree with that? Would you agree that if Putin were to make up his mind, he will wait all the way up until November?
It's very long steps, and I think that the situation is much simple, and we will see the solution of this situation in very short time. And what is the bad side of the story, that it's became the purely political case without the normal legal grounds. Well, the verdict, as we mentioned, was not without legal grounds, and even this exchange will be partly grounded on the legal issues. It will be political solution. So we should rely on political solution.
Again, yesterday the idea of the so-called Savchenko list came up in the media again, of putting all those responsible for the kidnapping, illegal prosecution, the judges, on the sanctions list by the Western countries. Do you think this is yet another tool to pressure Russian president to release Nadiya Savchenko, or this is realistic?
It's a kind of threat expressed by Ukrainian and international side, and it might be used, for sure, it might be used as similar to Magnitsky list for continue to press on the Russia with the aim to deliver Nadiya Savchenko and other 22 prisoners that currently now in Russia. And we should not forget about other. It's not only Savchenko case. Savchenko is most bright case of kidnapped and detained person, but we have also 22 other prisoners from Ukrainian side, and they also should be in the focus of our attention.
Well, some very tricky situation here. We'll be definitely following the developments really closely. Mr. Pavlichenko, many thanks again for finding the time to come back to our program, share your thoughts. We were discussing the verdict of Ukrainian pilot Nadiya Savchenko in Russia with the chairman of human rights organization, Ukrainian Helsinki Union, Mr. Oleksandr Pavlichenko. I'm Vladimir Sologub. Thank you for watching Viewpoint.